What is going on, YouTube? I'd like to welcome you guys back to Red's World. Today we're hopping into an older game. I've had my eyes on this game for a while. I'm gonna pull up a picture. I'm gonna show you guys the pictures that really got me wanting to play this game. Number one, we have this picture. First time I seen this, I was like, this looks crazy. I like the art style. Like, these look absolutely insane. So anyway, we're going to hop into that game. It's a Xbox 360. I don't know if it's on PlayStation 3, but it's called Bound by Flame. Never even heard of it. It looks interesting. It looks like it could be like a maybe like Souls-like, or maybe I don't know. So maybe like Fable or something with some darker undertones, or even maybe something like Dante's Inferno potentially. But we're going to go ahead and hop into this and check it out. Also, if you guys want to see more retro games, let me know down, well, I guess hard to call it retro, but if you want to see older games, let me know down in the comments which ones to check out. Full disclosure, I've played a lot of games, so I've probably already played the majority, but if you got like a hidden gem or something, let me know down in the comments.
Strange series of events that led to my meeting young Vulcan. The peoples of the world had been fearfully whispering about the Ice Lords for the past 10 years, though of course, they had been present long before then.
I don't necessarily care too much about the story here. I'm just here for gameplay at first. If the gameplay sucks, I'm probably not going to play it. Going into it reasonably, like, oh, it's going to be older, it'll probably have some issues, but as long as it's at least good for the time or unique, I got no problem with it. But if it's absolutely terrible, then I'm not going to play it. The song is nice.
Scout.
We'll do something interesting at the end of this video. I'll compare it to the games that came out at the time. And again, I'm being extremely biased because I'm only playing it for like 60 minutes. But then after I do that, I'll compare it to like what I think of it now.
You can smell them from 50 yards away. So here we are. I just think the captain wanted me to stay and set up camp.
Where are your clothes, bro?
Freeborn blades to stand pots and we'll stop the Deadwalkers. Soon there won't be a town left to fall back to.
Alright, bro, you're wasting your energy. There may be more enemies ahead. Okay.
There's no one left to turn back this filthy, stinking tide, if it were even possible. We're all gonna be left standing here with our asses hanging out.
Pause. What the hell you mean?
You have to fight fire with fire, so they say.
This is probably the weirdest intro video ever. Cinematic video, whatever. Jesus, the camera just snaps. Found ingredients, they will come in handy for upgrading your pieces of equipment, okay?
Get over here and tell me about
I found a naked guy and we had a battle of a lifetime, apparently.
Everything okay?
His arms are fucking massive.
Over. Off with you.
Bro, you asked me to talk to... These interactions are horrendous so far. So it wasn't the same guy, they just all look exactly the same.
The Deadwalkers are already close. I got one of their scouts.
God damn it, Vulcan.
My god, the shadows look horrible.
Recon means observing and reporting.
The Hobblers are coming!
Hobblers?
Drive them back.
Stall our blade on the ground.
Hold the Esplanade.
Okay, combat doesn't feel terrible.
Here come more of them.
We'll see what the parry looks like. Break guard. Okay, I like that. Can I kick him off the ledge? That's all I care about. No, I cannot. And interesting so far, the actual, like, Mechanics are not terrible. Like, the way you interact is terrible so far. I don't like this scene at all. Damn, that thing does insane damage. Here, you can have that, bitch.
Fall back! Everybody to the temple! No!
What fucking good is that gonna do us, honestly? Do you see this fucking thing? What good is being in the temple gonna do? The combat honestly feels slightly like The Witcher 2. 3 had way better combat, but this feels kind of like The Witcher 2.
You go see how Buffalo is getting along with the scribes. I'll give you butt, Captain.
I'll give you butt, Captain. What the fuck are we talking about here? The dialogue is horrendous in this game so far. The only thing that I really have to say bad about this game so far is that it feels extremely generic, but I mean, this is the type of games that existed, so everyone made them. It says there's a book here. Oh. Found it. I'm trying to go into this with an open mind, but I keep just getting that overwhelming sense of generic. Now again, this game is older, and this is the risk with doing a series like this. I don't want to necessarily say the game is bad. The combat really genuinely doesn't feel bad. The main issue that I'm having is that I don't really care about what's going on at all. Now, I understand some games just kind of have that sort of quality about them, but the combat is not good enough for me to not care about what's going on. Okay, so when fighting shields, I need to switch to the guard break. Yeah, see, you get into the, I gotta spam this same combo over and over to even hurt him. Again, I'm not mad at it. It definitely isn't the funnest. There's some cool stuff here. I'm not mad at this. I don't have this stuff to upgrade it, but that's alright. Now, if this combat would have been surrounded with like a fucking Dragon Age or something like that, then I feel like I'd have been like, yo, this is the shit. But this is a normal game. It's not bad. As I said previously, I just get the feeling of generic. There is some depth to it. There are some things that I like for sure, especially being that it's an older game. Like, there's some stuff that I feel like maybe some other games weren't doing at the time that this game did, and I'm not mad at that. Is there another one? Oh. Okay, I mean, maybe it does get more in depth in that sort of regard. We got like nearby chests give off sounds. I always like to have more shit in regards to that, so. God, why do my damages, or my attacks do like no fucking damage at all? There we go. Oh shit, that guy's fat. I should probably pull out the dagger on him. These guys are by far one of the most boring enemies to fight in a game ever. They're not good, they don't really do anything, but you just have to attack, dodge, Attack, dodge. Alright, so again, we'll get to the end of this chapter, and then I'll compare it to the other stuff that was out, and I'll give it like a rating of what I would have gave it in comparison to those games. Except they're getting attacked. I know that much. By some undead shit, some demons or something.
Concentrate. We almost have it. Well now, that must be the 5th time I heard him say that. This stupid ritual is taking too goddamn long.
The hell, is she a warrior or not?
Oh shit, here come the hobblers.
One enemy appears and she's just like, oh, I fell over. Oh, I get it. I had to be the hero. God, this dialogue is horrendous.
Worry about those dead walkers.
And now the bitch is, I'm fine, here's my magic, after she was just like the damsel in distress. See, that's what we call plot armor, just something there to make your character look cool, which I'm not mad at, but Jesus Christ, it's cringy.
The catalyzer shouldn't do that.
It feels like if Dragon Age tried to have a baby with like, I don't know, maybe like God of War or Devil May Cry or something, but it feels like a really low budget version of that. Or like The Witcher 2, lower quality with no dialogue options. Also, I just got some sort of strange eye soul thing, so we'll see if I get magic now. Now this thing looks cool. I hope this is an entertaining fight. I'm going to assume that it's probably going to be a horribly repetitive dodge attack fight. He said stay away from my daughter and the monster just turned away. What the fuck? Am I being possessed? I think we've played enough of that game, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to pull up what other games came out at that time, and we're going to give it a rating in comparison to those games. And again, this is extremely biased. It's not meant to be a full playthrough. That would take a lot of time. So, Bound by Flame came out May 6, 2014. So let's do, 14. So let's do 2014 best games. We got Shadow of Mordor is a significant, Jesus, so I mean this game is older, but it's not that old. I thought it was like 2007 or something. So we got Dark Souls, significantly better. Didn't really play Hearthstone, not really the same style. Mario Kart is always goated. God, that game's still the only Mario Kart out 10 years later. Bayonetta, great. South Park Stick of Truth, great. Call of Duty, Forza, Alien Isolation. It really puts into perspective how low quality this game is when you have things like Diablo 3, Reaper of Souls, The Evil Within. Let's look at things that would compare to it, though. Like I said, Shadow of Mordor, Dark Souls, Bayonetta, significantly better. Divinity, way better. Okay, so there you have it. We have a bunch of games that are super high quality, good games at that time, so that really hurts. I thought this game was way older. It's super generic. The graphics are not good for that time period at all in comparison to any of that other stuff. Not to say, I mean, it could be a smaller indie company, doesn't necessarily hurt it, but a lot of those games I wouldn't consider 10s. Some of them are pretty good, maybe like 9s, but that means that I have to be harsh on this one. For that time period, even that time period, I'd probably give it like a 6, maybe a 5. Now, again, I've only played, 50 minutes of it. I don't know how good it gets, but it's extremely generic right off the bat. And then compared to current games, I mean, good lord, this feels like a 2. And I mean, there's not a whole lot of these types of games out, but you have things like Elden Ring that run circles around it. So, yeah, I would say this one's not very good. Definitely not worth the time unless you're like an avid fan of it. You grew up with it. If it's a new game for you, you're probably not going to like it unless you really, really, really like this type of game. So, yeah, if you guys want to see any more old games, I play pretty much anything. Let me know down in the comments what games I should check out. Again, I have played a lot of games, so you're going to have to be specific and find some gems that I don't know about, because I've played a lot of them. So, yeah, thank you guys for coming to Red's World. Stay tuned for more to come soon, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.